millions of dollars and get millions of views, all you have to do is tick these simple settings inside your social media profile. Did I get your attention? What's up? Oh my god, dude. This is going to be such a challenge. No one knows how to drive. I'm not going to be able to look at the camera very much. Sorry, I have my phone out. I have GPS in here. Old ass car. Now I'm back from a work site. I threw this together very shoddily. I don't like the angle that this is at. The little microphone's not hooked up. Forgive me. I don't even know why I'm really doing this in the first place. This is not something I would typically do, but I got struck with a little bit of motivation last night, so I might as well strike the iron while it's hot, as they say, because otherwise I'll never do anything. That's usually how it goes. I don't know, I kind of want to start a new thing. For me, at least, this isn't a new thing in general. Dude in car talks to camera. I don't know, it's a classic format. It seems to be coming back. People like the man in front of camera thing after years of being inundated with like retention edits. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm gonna post this. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea if this will make it off the camera, and I don't really know what I want this to be. The only thing that pops to my head is video diary. I have a lot of thoughts in my brain, and I already talked to myself enough without a camera pointed to me, so what if I pointed the camera and shared my ramblings with other people? Maybe people latch onto it, maybe they don't, but I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, if I get this out of my head, maybe I will be able to think more clear. There'll be less noise, so to say. Yeah, so what are we talking about today? I want to talk about, I don't know how to title this. I'm going to have to cut a lot of this out. I guess mental struggles, right? We all have a lot of them. Lord knows I do. And maybe we'll touch on all of them in the future if I ever decide to do anything more than just what I'm doing right here. But there's a specific one I want to talk about that I'm sure some people feel the same way, but this car's in my back window, dude. It's such a pain in the ass. Blind spots. Learning disorder, maybe. So I've always felt for a very long time now that the way I do things, the way I understand things, the way I learn in general, the amount of time it takes me to get things done has always been different or longer. I feel like it takes me a lot longer to grasp almost any concept. Some more than others are harder, but any concept really. I feel like it takes me an absorbent amount of time to grasp a concept or get something done, and it just, everything feels much more harder to do than I assume for other people. I could be crazy. I'm just basing off of the names that people have called me in the past. I've been called retarded, stupid, dumb, even by some people that I held very close to me. You know who you are. And like just by observing like the amount of time it takes me to do something versus someone else, just like observing how other people work, do, and understand things, it seems like things come more naturally and quicker and more seamless to other people than to me. I'm not saying like I'm stupid, and I certainly don't agree with those names, and I'm not saying that like other people are like infinitely smarter than me. I feel like there's a disparity. The best way I could describe it is every task, every objective is an uphill battle, right? I get that, I understand, or most of them at least. 9 times out of 10 you're walking uphill to get something done because there's always a little bit of challenge involved, and the hill can vary from degree to degree. Some hills are larger than others to walk up and thus being harder. I get that, fine. But for me, it feels like while everyone else is walking up the hill normally, I feel akin to Sisyphus. I feel like no matter how steep or unsteep the hill is, I am pushing that boulder up. No one else seems to be pushing that boulder, but I am. Or let's say, while everyone else is driving down the highway in 6th gear, cruising.
At the traffic circle, take the second exit.
Yeah, while everyone's driving down the highway, cruising 6th gear, everything's fine, 60 to 80 miles an hour. I'm stuck in first, and I'm doing a burnout the entire time. The entire time I'm going so fucking slow, and I'm using so much energy. I'll get to the end, but by the time I'm at the end, if I get to the end, I'm worn out, I'm beat, I'm exhausted. If it's not me beating myself up, it's just being beat up because I'm so exhausted, while everyone else seems to just be like, cool, we did it, all right. And it sucks, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what this is. I've got other things going on up there. I don't know if any of them contribute to it, and I know as a kid I had to do those extra, I got pulled out of class, those extra program things to help you with certain skills or giving you extra time with tests. And whatever that is has not gone away. It has stuck with me in my adult years, and I don't want to say it's gotten worse, but it's certainly not gotten better. I feel incompetent sometimes. I don't know, I'm trying not to beat myself up here.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
Everything just seems a lot harder than it should be. I feel like my growth was stunted or something. I don't know. Everything's a lot more difficult than it should be for me. And again, maybe I'm just thinking incorrectly. I'll never know for sure because I can't be inside of anyone else's shoes, but from past experiences and observations, I feel like I got something. There's just something there. Things are much harder for me, and I move at such a slower pace. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have pissed people off simply because I take more time or can't grasp a concept immediately. I can't tell you how much built up trauma I have from that too. That shit sucks, dude. Every time I need to ask for help or ask a question, the first thing that crosses my mind is this person's gonna get angry at me and yell at me. I've had people scream at the top of their lungs because I can't grasp certain things.
Keep left to stay on US 206 South.
Immediately. Some things being complicated, some things being simple life skills, but it shouldn't matter. You shouldn't fucking scream at someone for that. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've pissed people off just because I move a little slower and I do things a little slower and I can't grasp things immediately. I hate it. Every task for me seems like a monumental or feels like a monumental doing, and then I end up putting things off because everything looks like I have to climb Mount Everest. Things super simple and things not so simple. Everything looks and I know will feel so difficult, so I end up putting things off, and I have a backlog of things I need to get done in my life, but I don't know when I'll get to them. And I want to learn new skills and do new things, but I know that it takes so much time. I understand that learning does take time, but again, I feel like it takes more time for me, and if it doesn't, I know at least I'm expelling a lot more energy in the process than most people are. So it's A, do I want to put myself through this exhaustion, and B, do I even have the time, to take the extra time so I can get to where I need to be? It's so frustrating. I don't know. talked to people about it. No one's really given me any answers. I haven't really found anything. I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone else feels similarly or not. It is what it is, I guess. I think that's all I've got. I don't think I got much more to say right now. So, yeah, we'll see if this makes it off the camera. And if it does, we'll see if I do it again. And couldn't tell you when, but yeah. So stay cool. It's super hot, and learn how to drive, please. Like, take a defensive driving course again. Like, go back through school or something. Like, learn how to drive, please. Like, I almost got ran off the road today, dude. And a part of me wants to put in the fucking license plate and dox this guy, but I'm showing my face, so I'm good. Yeah, learn how to drive, guys. Go back to school for driving, all right? Retake your license test, and